How's it going, everybody? My name is The Godlike Perception, and this is the inaugural episode of my new series where I'm going to be reviewing the new hotness, Sword Art Online alternative Gun Gale Online. So, without further ado, let's talk about the first episode, shall we? So right in the beginning, we're given a very short amount of backstory as to how GGO came to be. They bring up the Sword Art Online incident and the important world-creating item known as the Seed, and it's because of the Seed that the game of GGO exists. Soon after, we're introduced to our main characters, Spring Anime's new best girl, Len, and a heavier and more stoic man named M. But before I talk about them, let's talk about that opening. So I think the OP is in the decent to good range. It's very minimalistic. It doesn't tell us a whole lot about our main character and serves more as a simple visual introduction to our cast of characters. But once again, Arrow AOA hits it out of the park with another great song and almost single-handedly makes this a pretty good intro. When we return to the show, we see that Len and M have been dropped in a battle royale type game known as Squad Jam. Now most of this episode functions as a way of establishing the dynamic between these characters. M acts as the brains of the operation, with a focus on tactical intelligence, while Len seems to be stronger on the combat side of things. Their relationship seems to work so far, but I do hope that most of their combat interactions don't involve Len coming up with an idea and M immediately shutting it down, because that would get annoying really fast. Moving on, I appreciate that they introduced the topic of special ops type players, combat professionals that use the game as a training exercise. This makes a lot of sense, considering real-world militaries utilize similar training tools. After a new gunfight breaks out, Len and M take the opportunity to dart away from the forest into a residential area. Because of the signal scan, they know they won't be safe for long, so M devises a plan. With an ambush incoming, Len hides in a suitcase in plain sight. When the timing is right, she breaks free and begins to wreak havoc on the unsuspecting players. I really liked how they animated Len's quick movement abilities. It's really fun to watch. Also, the piano piece playing in the background has an arrangement eerily similar to Swordland, so I appreciate them paying homage to that. When the fighting is done, we're pulled back into the real world, where we see a row of young girls watching the replay on television. Then they turn to see the avatar's real world person, and it's a school teacher? I don't know. Overall, this episode plays itself out as a pretty standard pilot. We're introduced to some of our main characters, and we get a good first idea as to how their personalities mesh. It seems there will be an equally strong focus on characters and explanation of game mechanics, similar to how it's done in the original show. Will this show have as big an impact? That remains to be seen. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay tuned next Sunday where I'll be reviewing the next episode and then every episode henceforth until it's done. So until then, you guys take care.